Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Doni Dehantoro. I'm from Magister Management Pamulang University. I'm here for HUMANIS Management and Science Proceeding 2020. And my paper is The Effect of Leadership Style and Compensation on Employees' Performance in PT Ridwan Surya Mandiri. Introduction. In today's development, human resources are very much considered in a company in order to achieve organizational goals. Besides that, of course, every company wants a workforce that has good quality. So, the company must treat them well and make the best use of human resource. Likewise with Ridwan Surya Mandiri Company, which is engaged in oil fuel distribution service. This company was founded in 2008 under the leadership of Mr. Erwin. The problem that arises in this company is the lack of productivity of the employees of this company. This is due to the lack of efforts by company leaders to their employees. Leadership style is a way for leaders to influence their subordinates, which is expressed in the form of behavior of personality patterns. The leader must have a program and behave together with employees to use certain leadership styles or styles. So, that leadership has a very important role as a dynamic force that encourages, motivates, and coordinates employees in achieving goals. The achievement of organizational goals is only possible because of the efforts of the actors in the organization to perform well. An employee in carrying out his job must have the skills that are in accordance with the work he is engaged in. But sometimes leaders often order their employees arbitrarily without paying attention to the employee's condition. Literature review. According to Sundang Pisyagian 2010, page 17, the most appropriate leadership style is leadership that's institutional, means that at the same time take into account condition. Leadership style indicator according to James 2013 include leadership attitude, courage to accept risk, ability to lead, and visionary. According to Sastro Hadiwirya 2015, compensation is a reward for service or remuneration provided by the organization to workers because these workers have contributed energy and thoughts for the progress of the organization in order to achieve the state goals. Compensation indicators according to Shah 2013 include basic salary, intensive, allowance, and bonus. According to Fahmi 2011, page 2, that performance is the result of time by an organization that is both profit-oriented and not profit-oriented, which is produced over a period of time. Employee performance indicator according to Bangun 2012, page 233. Among others, the number of job produced, quality of work, timelines, attendance, and ability to work together. Methods. This research uses descriptive quantitative method. Data used are secondary data. The population used in the study were all employees of Ridwan Surya Mandiri Company. The sample used was 77 employees of Ridwan Surya Mandiri Company. Data analysis method used include validity test, reliability test, classic assumption test, product moment correlation test, multiple linear regression test, coefficient of determination, and hypothesis testing, or t-test and f-test. Result and discussion. Hypothesis testing is obtained to count more than the table or 6.382 more than 1.992. This is reinforced by significance value of 0.000 less than 0.05. For that, the first hypothesis, which states that there is a partially positive and significant influence between leadership style on employees' performance, is acceptable. Hypothesis testing obtained t-value more than t-table or 6.591 more than 1.992. This is reinforced by significance value of 0.000 less than 0.05. For that, the second hypothesis, which states that there is a partially positive and significant influence between compensation on employees' performance, is acceptable. Hypothesis testing obtained the value of F count more than F table or 30.320 more than 2.730. This is also reinforced by a significance probability value of 0.000 less than 0.05. For that, the third hypothesis, which states that there is a positive and significant influence jointly between leadership style and compensation for employee performance, is acceptable. Conclusions. Based on the results of the research and discussion that the researcher has described, it can be concluded that 1. Hypothesis testing obtained t-count more than t-table or 6.382 more than 1.992. It is reinforced with a significance value of 0.000 less than 0.05. For that, the first hypothesis, which states that there is a partially positive and significant influence between leadership styles on employees' performance, is acceptable. 2. Hypothesis testing obtained t-value more than t-table or 6.591 more than 1.992. This is reinforced by significant value of 0.000 less than 0.05. For that, the second hypothesis, which states that there is a partially positive and significant influence between compensation on employees' performance, is acceptable. 3. Hypothesis testing obtained F value more than F table or 30.320 more than 2.730. This is also reinforced by a significant probability value of 0.000 less than 0.05. For that, the third hypothesis, which states that there is a positive and significant influence jointly between leadership style and compensation on employees' performance, is acceptable. Acknowledgement. In this study, there are several limitations to the problem, including 1. Research only used two independent variables. 2. The research data used is only in the period 2018. 3. The influence between leadership style and compensation on employee performance is only 45%, and the remaining 55% is influenced by other variables not examined. Thank you for listening my presentation. I hope my presentation worked for Proceeding Humanis 2020. Thank you.